What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as Ridemyavatar, and today we're going to go over the meta that happened over the weekend. We had the regionals for online for European players, so let's dive right in to see what the 14th had in store for us, and let's see what these decks can do, what craziness we see. And I'm going to also check in from some local scenes. Let's see what spices that might have just popped up over the weekend. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So let's start this bad boy off, right? We have European Online Regionals, November 14th, 337 players, 8 rounds. Congratulations, Abraham. I'm giving you props here. The Bonds of Friendship player. Congratulations. That's not a feat that's taken lightly. You have so many great players playing it out. We had not one, not two, not three, but 4 tops with none other than a security control style deck. That's huge. That means we have 2 regular security controls and 2 Bielsa controls, which is nice. We have 1 Jessamon in 7th. Bonds of Bravery. I did mention watch out for this deck after that last week, after that last event. That event had it in like 9th place, missing top 8. I said it's gonna start topping more and more. Don't sleep on this deck, and I've been proven right here. It made 5th place in this event out of a bigger player pool. That means it's huge. Another 2 Bonds of Friendships is not bad, and a Jessamon. So out right now, the meta isn't solved yet, in my opinion. It is still, the big 3 are still sitting at the tops. Jessamon has been most consistent, showing on topping, followed by the security controls, and then Bonds of Friendship has been showing consistent tops. So we kind of see the triangle effect here. So let's dive right into the deck profile, shall we? Which is huge. Let's zoom in a bit so you can get some bigger views here. Go. I figured we should get a bigger zoom up, right? So first off, nothing too spicy in this list. I like the Magna Dramon in this list. I think it's a really nice spice tech. It looks like they're playing a full set of the search for top 4 or 5. I think it's top 5, add a tamer to your hand, which they're trying to dig for Davis and Matt, which is really nice. V-Wing is a really nice tech choice. I think it's very interesting for the trial deck. It lets you bounce something, so it's not bad. I think it only lets you bounce with no Digi-Evolution sources or something like that, so it's not terrible if your opponent had to hard play something, so don't sleep on that. 2 Cocytus Breaths, 3 Hammer Sparks, 3 Memory Boosters. Sadly, we will not be able to play this exact list because the V-Wings, the Cordramons, the Memory Booster, and I think one of the Gabumons, it's not in here, so we don't have to worry about that. And the Demi-Vmon aren't playable here, so again, English won't have this going right away. We'll have to wait till mid-December probably for the trial decks. So we got Upamon that draws if they have no evolutionary sources, so I see why the V-Wing is important. You know, the Bonds of Friendship bouncing stuff, you know, you get 3 of those off very easily. Seems like Ancient Bonds isn't the go-to. They're looking more inconsistent for the Bonds of Friendship. It's just strictly Bonds, so I kind of see where they're going. Rattlestar is definitely a great card. Howling Memory Booster, I think that's what the combo play is here, to be honest with you. I think Howling Memory is to remove sources from something that they went to Ultimate with, or Champion played, remove them both, and then go into the V-Wing just to bounce it. So that's huge. Then they have on top of Tamer targets, which is not bad, having the Lobomon and then having Kendo Garurumon. Not bad targets. Second place was a Bielsa Star security control list, which is a little interesting. I was not expecting this. This is a Craniumon. It is probably there to help counter the mirror match, which is very important to have an out to that. This deck probably focuses heavily on outing that mirror match, and having 1 Millenniumon definitely helps rewind targets that might be a threat for you later. Especially if you're facing in the mirror match, you need a Millenniumon to get rid of their Craniumon if you're facing a black deck. So definitely very interesting to see how this is playing out. We got the Biomons, we got the Ogremons, we got the Ikurimons. I with the Nailbone, yeah, it's pretty much a free rush target to get to end game, which very nice bat. Nice ideals there. I like that little techie spice. And this being able to pop something. This shuts down blue. It probably wasn't strong enough to shut him down completely. Then we have Songbirdmon, which helps fuel the dropping the options in the graveyard so Bellastar can just grab them later and use them when they need it the most. That's huge. Next, we got a third place Upamon with Salamon. You know, security control. Another one variant. It uses Bellastar as well, which I don't blame it. I mean, to be honest with you, though, I think you could definitely see this deck not needing Bellastar. I think it's a win more card for this. It just Scherzerger and Flying Bullet is really the only option you're trying to reuse. I don't see benefit in using Bellastar for that. If you could just use the other purple Digimon that comes in on play, kill level 5 at that point. I mean, it's huge, beefy, but you're just not going to get down enough for her to benefit in this. But hey, it worked for them. I'm not going to bash it, but it looks like security control is starting to tech in the Craniumons to counter their mirror that they're having bad luck with. Because most of it is, you know, the only thing they have to worry about is Wyvern Breath in their mirror to get rid of the Craniumon. Craniumon can swing in pretty nicely and not worry about anything from security control, which is big for them. So definitely see where that's coming from. Next, we do have another security control list with Bellastar in it, but is there enough targets for her? I mean, Scherzerger, I think, what? They can do the Eden's Javelin, and that's it. Like, I get the outing you want to have for her, but I think that you could just text something else in this slot, and it still would do the job. I mean, yes, having options that get reused is really nice, but if you're not having enough access to it, it's not worth it. I like the Bushy play, the Salamon play, letting you have the draw engine here. Definitely helps out in the long game. Mistamon is just to help with rookies and stuff like that. Here comes a Bonds of Bravery build, which very, very, very nice. I like having the Coromon that has the alternate promo ones. That makes this deck probably a little more high rarity on its end. If they probably went full high rarity, would be really nice to see. Ty is being there, Marcus, of course. Atomic Blaster. The only problem with this deck in our format, Atomic Blaster's not in here. We lose Geo Greymon, and I think we lose this Agumon here. So this deck gets hit 4, 8, 12 cards, and that's a problem. We can't have that option not be there. So we might switch over to a card similar to Trident Revolver. Might not be able to kill everything, but it'll kill something. Hopefully. But it'll get your Tamer out for free, so it's, you know. Yeah, you take what you can. Next, here is another Bonds of Friendship. No Ancient Garurumon, but it looks like Gabumon's here to stay for the Searcher, which is fine by me. Wasn't expecting the green target, but I'm guessing it's for if Davis to +2, which is not bad. So if it does reveal it, you get a +2 out of that situation. It's really nice to see this. I'm very impressed. So the only card that I see, the Forbidden, is very interesting just because it's a restrictive card, which one costs, you know, give one of your Digimon +3000, and then it can bounce one of your opponent's lower Digimon with no evolution sources, which is really nice. Then we have Jessmon. Jessmon lost the red memory booster for us for right now, and the Agumon into Gallantmon. I mean, the Guillemon into Gallantmon. So 4, 7, 8, 9. That's kind of huge for us. But you know what? All in all, I think this is a pretty solid list. It did really well. I'm not disappointed one bit, boys and girls. I'm very impressed. We got the ties. We got everything you kind of need. Then 8th place was none other than, you know, Bellastar, security control. So 7th place, I mean 8th place did not do bad here. I think Bellastar is a really strong deck. Don't sleep on this. This deck is probably going to do really well even going forwards. A lot of locals, you're going to see a lot of players play it because it's actually a consistent control deck. It does have its weaknesses and can be outplayed, but you just need to know how to outplay it. Next is 9th place. It's really nice to see further down the line we get another Bellastar. That's huge. So nothing really crazy out of the ordinary in both. I don't know. I see this more as Three Musketeers than Bellastar. I'll call it Three Musketeers more because that's 10th Three Musketeers and that's big. And then 10th place was none other than Lithmon Loop with Titamon. That's actually pretty good in my opinion. This is a very solid lineup. I see this list actually doing pretty well. I mean, this deck, I'm going to be quite honest with you, only lost the memory booster. The rest of the deck just plays like it should. There's no issues with it. So I think this is actually pretty good where they went with, I think 3 Titamon's good, 3 Lilithmon. You could go 4 Lilithmon, 2 Titamons, and call it a day if that's all you got. So I think this is looking good. I think it's very clean. 10th place, you did really well. So let's talk about something a little spicier. I wanted to see... So I was just checking around and seeing what was topping. I saw this. This impressed me. Because Diabormon doesn't really top in this format at all. And having a locals top... 2nd place. I'm not even going to complain. That's 2nd place. That's not bad. So let's take a look at it. Tsurimon, Karamon, which is fine. Chumon, another Karamon, Chichurimon. So they're not even playing another target for Karamon, which is fine. Because I think having this to be able to Digivolve is really nice. Crystallimon is really nice to have here for that 1 cost. If you play a similar Digimon, gain a memory, which is really nice. That 2 costs. Then you have this one. When Digivolving, you get to play your Tamer for free, which is huge if you don't have one. And then they all gain Rush, your tokens, which is big. Shademon's being Shademon. I like that it's playing 3 of the promo decoyers, which means now options don't go straight for the jugular of your Diabormons, which is massive for us. We want to have outs to that. I think 3 is a nice sitting point. We have Infirmon here to be, it becomes 1 less to make our Diabormon. This Diabormon, I already have a feeling it's supposed to be the BT-05's Diabormon, the one that produces a token on Digievolution. So I see that. We have War Mumsymon, of course, it's just that. Then we have Infirmon being Infirmon. So yeah, this is looking pretty clean. This is going to be the Diabormon with, you know, Digievolution, produce a token. This one's the security checker. We already know this. I like that it's going down in size and not going up. Armageddon's 2. Ultimate Flare, yeah. It's still a fantastic card. And Artura Syneda is really nice. I don't know what his locals was like, but I'm very impressed with Diabormon. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe for more meta videos and stuff like that. Let me know down in the comment. We're also having a massive giveaway. Definitely check out that video. Links down below and in the description. So guys, without further ado, remember, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace!